Welcome to the fourth ever Eco Bitch Actress podcast. My name is Sadie C, and I'm the host of the show. Please welcome my co-host, Superman.
Hello, everybody. I seem to be more popular than the host, so I will be making more appearances because that's showbiz.
I love my voiceover skills. And actually, I'm thinking of this new segment where I'm going to have an interview with Superman if I get like 10,000 subscribers on my podcast. So let's see when that day comes. It's only funny to me. Okay. So today, again, I'm going to give you an eco tip that's amazing for the environment. Might not be for you, but who cares? Followed by a story about my actress journey in Hollywood. I think my neighbor is listening, but I don't know what to do about it. I mean, not everyone gets stalkers, I guess. Perks of being a podcaster, I don't know. But let's save that for another story. Today's eco tip is really simple. It's for people who drive. When you're going to the same destination as your friend or acquaintance and their place is on the way, pick them up. It's the best thing ever. If it's on your way, you don't need to go out of your way, drive an extra 25 miles. That's not eco. Okay. But if they're on your way and you let them know, and they will happily accept, ideally, and they save on gas and you save on nothing. But good consciousness does not sound convincing. But I just did that today. So I just had a show this afternoon and I picked up my friend and we went to the theater together. The show, Her Rage, wow, seamless plug. Her Rage at Hollywood Fringe Festival. It's at McCaden Theater. June 14th, 15th, 20th, and 21st. You can Google search that or chat GPT that. No, just Google search that. So I picked up my friend, and while she enjoys a peaceful scrolling session on her phone, I get to anxiously find parking and make it on time. It's just a perfect duo. And she even said, I love sitting in people's cars where they have to find the parking and I just get to relax. And I mean, I would love to be that friend too, but it's okay. I know Hollywood pretty well because I've done 4 or 5 shows there, and it is tricky to find parking, but it's not impossible at all. And we did because I'm lucky. And I felt great because then she doesn't have to drive. And it's a win-win situation for both of us. And she's thankful. She thanked me, which is great, I guess. Think about it. It's the easiest thing you can do. And you'll get 5 points. Buddha will give you 5 points. Okay? And you can't really use those points, but Asians love to get points. I don't know. Okay, do I have to re-record this? No, you don't. You are enough. Thank you, Superman. You're so positive. Oh, I have a video version, which could make more sense. So please check out the same account on YouTube under Eco Bitch Actress. Is that it for my eco tip? As you can see, I'm very tired. I mean, I'll talk a little bit about the play. It's really draining because that's my acting story. Well, smooth transition into my acting story for today, which is how I landed the role as the lead. The name is Zhao. That's the character's name of Her Rage. As actors, usually there's a lot of competition. And I've heard for one role, there's thousands, if not 10,000s of submissions. And it is almost a miracle for that one person who gets cast, which that's just the way it is. And I have not gotten a ton of roles, and a lot of people are bugged by it. It took me a few years, but now I'm like absolutely 90% unbothered of the fact that I wasn't chosen because all the casting directors, they're saying it's not personal. There are a ton of reasons outside of yourself that the role is chosen. You know, it might be the height. You're too tall, too short, which you cannot control usually, or you're not the right ethnicity. Sometimes the main character is this ethnicity, and so they don't want to repeat. But it's not that you don't have talent or any of that. It's whatever fits the story. Or, you know, if the person who got it knew more people or knew some producers, maybe they were on the casting couch. Maybe they're not. But by the way, I talked about casting couch or how non-existent it is in my world in episode 2. So check that out. I hate to say it, but that seems to be the one that people cared about the most. So far, that has the most reaction. That wasn't my intention. That wasn't even my story, but it just went there naturally. And what were I saying?
Superman, wow, I'm so grateful that you're here. Tell us a one-liner.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a one-liner that Sadie tried to put on her Instagram reel but couldn't because it's not funny enough.
Okay, here's a pickup line an Asian girl can say to a guy. Oh my god, you look like you can carry my 99 ranch groceries for me.
I can hear the roar of laughter. It's so great. Anyway, Superman's gone. So the acting story is, for this play, it's a bilingual play where you have to speak Mandarin and English, and the Mandarin has to be native level. So I didn't think there were that many of us, as opposed to 10,000 submissions. I thought it was maybe a very few limited pool,
Maybe like just 2. And I'm one of the 2.
but then, great thing is, the only person who gets to find out what happens is the person who's cast. And in this case, we had a hangout dinner the other day with the directors and everyone else, and they were talking about it. I was one of 4 candidates, so it was a quarter, 25%. And I instantly feel good. I'm like, really?
They're like, oh, we rejected someone from Harvard.
I'm like, that means nothing because this is not like a job interview or job. But then they were like, your talent was there, but then we still had doubts. In casting, they also want to know if you're like easygoing. That's actually so underrated. You have to be friendly because if you're on a show or a movie, we're all stuck for like 2 months. So if you're like an antisocial or if you're not easy to be with, it is actually a factor if they know for sure that you're not easy to be with. But they stalked my Instagram and found out I was a stand-up comedian. So they assumed that I'm easy to be with. Wow. How adorable of them to assume that stand-up comedians are easy to be with. That's the biggest joke now. I mean, they're just lucky that for me, stand-up and acting are different. So when I'm in a communal acting community, I will just try to be a team player. Yeah. Hear that, future project directors that want to collab. Team player, number 1, ego bitch. So where was I? So they assumed that I am easy to be with because I do stand-up comedy, which is actually the opposite. All the stand-up comedians I met are not as they seem in private. They're dead serious and very grumpy. Okay, I have just unveiled the biggest secret in the comedy world. At least all the open mics that I go to are full of bitter. Okay, this is for another story, but they're all very bitter. That's my set. You have to pay to come to my set. Link in my podcast description. See you there. Wow, is that a perfect ending? Anyway, so they put their bet on me, and of course the reality proved them right because today I had 7 people come see my show and 1 acquaintance who happened to who knew somebody else, but so 8 people, and it's the best feeling. I'm very grateful that they came to see me. It's a lot of hassle and driving and parking, but I am so grateful for their support. This joy is almost unmatched. It's like a small scale self-realization, self-actualization, which is the biggest joy you can ever have. So even though I should start writing my Oscar speech, but today that's already a ton of joy and I enjoyed that. So all the suffering of playing a murderer is maybe worth it, but it's pretty painful. But as the acting teachers say, the actor experiences it, so the people watching don't have to. I guess that's something we have to suffer through, and something that I should get workers' comp from. Seriously, let's talk to EDD. Because it's a lot of the things are hard to digest. I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, it's not easy playing a murderer when I don't intend to murder anything. I'm not gonna go there. Oops, almost went there. This woke culture is really complicated and I haven't figured it out yet. Did I share Yes, I did. Amazing. We're at time. That was such an amazing story. Very coherent. Makes perfect sense. And I'll see you at my show tomorrow or next weekend. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye!